Welcome back to the channel. I'm Rochelle and this is Brampton Gardener, and today's episode we are going to be taking a tour of the grow room. I have some updates going on. I have a few things I need to pot up. I have a few seeds that need to get dropped in, and then I'm just going to show you everything that's growing right now. So here is my setup. Off to the right you can see that I'm using these are the foil. I'll show you how I hook them back up at the end, but those are just like the things you put for the front of your car in the summer to keep them from overheating, and I just use it. I pull it back and I have it lined around the outside, the inside actually, of my frame here, and that serves as a nice reflector for the heat and the light. Down here I have my fan. So this fan runs pretty often on not at night, because of course this is in my bedroom, so it can be kind of annoying. I don't want to hear it all night long. But it runs for most of the day. I have my other one up there, but I have it turned off because it's very loud and it's harder to turn on and off. So this one, you can see it oscillates. It's got different settings. I have a remote. Alright, so this is pretty much everything that I have growing right now. Everything I've started is just sitting in here being happy. So start off down here. And this is very exciting. So if you remember, I dropped the seeds for the canna lilies last week. Or, actually, I don't know if I ever showed that video. Whoops. I'll show you me dropping that in. So it was about a week ago. So they took about 3 or 4 days in the containers to sprout. And then I stuck them in soil. And now it's taking them about a week, but you can start to see little tips just starting to come. And once they're through now, because they've been busy making their roots, they're going to grow super fast. And then my bok choy is doing really, really good. Super happy with that. I'm actually going to move my fan out of the way a minute. Swing around the tray. So I do have it propped up on some boxes to keep it closer to the lights. We're just going to swing it around. Hopefully not drop anything. Okay, so here are my dwarf tomatoes that I planted up. These are the golden balcony. My poor little Bolivian rainbow pepper plant is in there. I don't know if it's getting enough light or sun because it's kind of getting crowded out, so I might move that. And then the basil and the cilantro, and I'll slide it back around. So coming over on this shelf, these are the original pepper seeds that I have started, and you can see like there's not full germination. To be fair, I did not fill all of the seeds into the squares. If you recall, some varieties I only had a handful of seeds, and so I just left them empty. But you can see, like, if I had tried to fill a full tray, I would have had a lot of extra empty places where the seeds just haven't really done much. So that's why I like using the mini soil blocks, because it just takes up a lot less room until I get nice healthy varieties, and then I can pot them up. So over here I have the red cherry. These are my Jamaican hot chocolates. I've got one. I don't know, they're still coming along. Here is one cayenne. My Scotch bonnets are not doing anything. My Bolivian rainbow, I only had the one seed and it germinated. My Chinese ornamental are doing amazing. WB, I only had one. Can't remember what it is. I'll have to check my notes. New Mexico 6, I potted those up. And my Buena Mulata, coming along. I only had the 2, and then this one sprouted, so I hope it's another Buena Mulata, but I'm not sure. These are the 2 pansies that I did as a trial run to see if they would go into the soil blocks, and they did great. Here is my red bell pepper. These are my big Jim peppers that I just got. This is my, the Tasmanian chocolate. These are the Mary's cherries. Golden balcony, and then Sean's, I think I have one of the Sean's yellow. We'll see if that does anything. Coming up here, so these are this is where the pak choi was. If you watched me upload the pak choi, it came out of this container. These are my 3 Walla Walla sweets that germinated. So yeah, that's gonna be real exciting. And then I have some green onions over here. I'm gonna be dropping some more garlic chives in the middle, hopefully today. We'll swing over here really quick. This is my little Jim lettuce. It was doing really well, and now it's not doing so great. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. Maybe it just needs to get potted up. These are the begonia seeds. Nothing. They did say they can take up to 3 months to germinate those, so we shall see. Now, the video I did of planting all those seeds. This was one of my trays that I did. Look at those babies. Look at those. Oh, sorry, I'm zoomed in. These are coleus, so you can tell. Remember I said how tiny the seeds were? I didn't know how many I was putting in each square. Oops. I was putting in quite a few. And then these are the impatiens, and I'm not really sure. So this row is the stevia. I don't see anything. This row is the impatiens, and I kind of see a little bit there and there, just sprouting this morning. So that is really exciting. And yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with that coleus. Sorry, it's hooked. It's up on this hook. So I have it up on this so that when I put this larger tray on it, it touches and it keeps the moisture in. And then my Costco croissant box. So these are the big seeds that I did, the big tray that I did last week with the Maniac Pug. Look! So these stalks actually germinated within 3 days. So I did them all on Friday. By Sunday, these had sprouted. And then I have some dill is coming up, straw flowers, stalks. Rudbeckia is coming up. I don't see anything on the cilantro yet. Straw flowers are just starting to come up. I mean calendula, sorry. Nothing yet on the bells of Ireland. But I'm not going to hold my breath on those. The gomphrena is doing pretty good. Some of these are still coming. And the lobelia, you can see just tiny, little tiny. So this shows you how tiny the seeds were because I had no idea how many I was sticking in a cell. And yeah. So I'm going to wait till they get bigger, and then I probably will divide them and make a bunch of new plants with those. So I'm not going to keep this in this box too much longer because I don't want these guys to get whatever. So sometimes I'll put them in the box overnight, and then in the morning I take them out and put them either here if it's sunny, or I'll put them under my grow lights. So the next shelf up, I have some ginger sitting in some water, seeing we can't get that to sprout. My lemon cypress is doing good. I just kind of rotate it every day, let it do its thing. It's almost to the top. And then in here, what do we have going on in here? This is where I drop my, I'm trying to grow my sweet potato vine. And then over here are the little tiny petunias. So these were the dark purple petunias from my neighbor's plant she had out front. So I'm happy to see that those are coming along. Oh, this is why I did it, because it keeps flipping open. All right, I'll just do one. And then here's the all my little pansies that you watched me pot up on my live Saturday. So if you watched the live, I pulled them out of a tray kind of like this. They were just growing, actually it was this tray, and they're doing really good. They're happy in their little soil blocks. And so then when I took them out of here, I replaced them with petunia seeds. And the petunias are going bonkos. So these are the white petunias. These are the purple wave. So these are white wave, purple wave, pink wave. And then these are my tickled pink climbing petunias. And they're just a little bit slower, but they are coming along. It's hard to see on the camera. But I did see some sprouts from them today. So that's really exciting. So that is everything that I have growing in here for now. That's everything I've started so far, sitting in here. They're happy and they're doing really, really well. I'm really happy with them. Some of the peppers I wish had done better and were bigger, but that is the story with peppers. So now I'm going to show you a couple of other things. I know how much you guys love these bags. I started some loofah seeds last week, and I was checking on them every day, and then I missed them for a day, and oh my goodness, we have some germination. Okay, so this is a major oopsie whoopsie when it comes to working with I don't know how well that's going to transplant. Like, it is super happy. It is coming out. It's big. Even this one is pushing it. So this is ideal. Like, when even that's a little bit big, this is ideal. This is what you want to see when you pot them up from the soil bags. You want to see it like that. That way you can get it in nice and deep in the soil blocks, and it's not going to, you're not going to have to fight with the roots like I'm going to have to on that one. So I'm just going to stick them in my blocks here. So I have 4 that have sprouted, and I have 4 spots that I'm just going to stick them in really quickly right here. They will not stay in here for long. They grow really fast and they get really big. Okay, so this one, the way it's growing, I'm just going to lay it on its side. Okay, oops. Do as I say, not as I do. Actually, I'm going to make a hole. Actually. So I'm just going to take my straw and I'm going to make it a little bit deeper. Oops. A little bit deeper. Because I want to, this, especially the super long one, I'm really going to need to get it in nice and deep. So that is the root that's coming out. And then this is going to be where the cotyledons are coming out of the seed. So you want the, oh my god, they're so slippery. You want the root going down. Okay, so if it's like this and it's kind of awkward, you can always just plant it sideways and then it will figure itself out. It's better than planting it upside down. Okay. And I broke that one earlier when I did this. Oops. Okay, that one's in. And now this one here, ideally it should be looking like this when you plant it. And then you can just stick it right down in like that. And I'm just going to cover it a little bit with some soil. These, that one's really big, so I'm just going to, like that. And I want to kind of push it so it gets contact around the roots. I don't want air pockets in there. That means I'm also going to pour a bit of water on top of these when I'm done, just to encourage the air pockets to leave. And it will help the soil. Ah, oh my gosh. Okay, so this is almost a plant. So we're going to try and get that root down in there. And we're just going to crush it onto there like that. That should help pull the rest of the seed head off of it when it germinates fully. Okay, I'm going to clean this up. I made a bit of a mess. So yeah, so these are loofah. I'm going to mark it on there. I will write this down as soon as I'm done filming. I promise. But over here I have 8 spots available. So I'm going to pot up some of my peppers. So I have, so over here I have this, I'm going to take this red bell pepper. Okay. And just stick the roots underneath. Good. And there we go. See, one-handed potting. I have another red bell pepper. And we're going to do these, the whole row. Okay. Because I have 4 of them. And honestly, 4 is plenty for me to grow in my yard. I probably won't even need that many. I'll probably give a couple away. Okay, so these are my red bell pepper. And then I want to see my, these red cherry. I want to see these start taking off. So we're going to pot these up too. Stick it back there. Now I'm going to push it down deep so that it can get the stem covered a bit more. And this one's going to go in. See, since I made these a little while ago, there we go. They've just been sitting here waiting. So these 2 rows, remember, are the canna lilies. So these at the back here are my red cherry tomato peppers that I got from, actually I have 3 of those. Nope, I don't. That's, oh, that's my Scotch bonnet. Alright, so that's my Scotch bonnet. Yay. And cayenne, possibly cayenne. So I'm going to stop and label them all right now before I forget. Okay, so I played around a little bit and I added 2 of my Mary cherry tomatoes here and my 2 Buena Mulatas. This one got broken or something last week, but I see some new growth, so it's still alive. And then over here, I had a couple pak choi that didn't make it. that didn't survive the transplant. So I had some free space, so I added my big gym pepper. So I have 1, 2, and 3. I added it to my label here, so I know what they are. I mean, it'll be obvious to tell that they're not bok choy. Everything else is doing really good. Look how thick the stalk is on some of these. So these are the Tiny Tims, and then these are the Golden Balconies. And then I have a Bolivian Rainbow. And then my basil and oh my god, it smells so good in here, you guys. I wish there was smell-o-vision. It smells so good. So here's my tray. So once the weather breaks and it's not so freezing cold outside, I'm going to go and make another tray of the larger soil blocks, and then I can pot all these guys up. So whatever is left sprouting in here is going to get potted up. Then I will just dump this tray and start afresh with another tray of the small soil blocks like I have down here. So nothing started in this one yet. So I'm going to have to dig through my seed packets and look at my chart and see what's ready for week 8. So thank you so much for coming along with me today. I hope you enjoyed seeing everything growing. It's coming along really well. It's so exciting to wake up every morning and see growth and see new things sprouting. It's a wonderful time of year. I'm dreaming of summer, but I'm trying to stay positive, and seeing these little plants popping up out of the soil is really, really a great way to brighten your morning every day. So please make sure to hit like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and that way you can see these plants as they get bigger and bigger. You will be amazed at how quickly those canna lilies and loofah are going to start growing as soon as they get out of the soil. Bye.